Because I love physical media, because you love physical media, because physical media will soon be more valuable than currency. No, physical media will be the new currency. I have got a plethora of brand new physical media titles that I would like to share with you fine folks today. And I'm going to start off this I Love Physical Media video with a big gun. The Second Sight Films Texas Chainsaw Massacre Limited Edition 4K release. I am going to be doing a full review of this release in the very near future. Hopefully it'll be out within the next couple of days after this video goes live. I have spent hours diving into all of the extras, all of the special accoutrements, analyzing each and every frame of the 4K presentation, the whole 9 yards for my review. So again, keep your eyes peeled for a full review of this release in the very near future. But spoiler alert, it's very nice. Next up, from Code Red, Scream. That's right, Scream on 4K. And I know what you're thinking. I don't remember a sickle in Scream. I don't remember Ghostface using this kind of implement in Scream. A lot of people missed that scene. It was quick, but it's in there. Just go back and rewatch it. There is that scene where Ghostface uses this implement. Trust me, this is one I've never seen before. Obviously, I was joking. I'm sure I fooled a lot of you out there. This is not the 1996 Scream, directed by Wes Craven. This, I believe this film came out in 1981. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it, so I'm excited to check it out for the first time. Looks like there's some nice extras on here. It's actually hosted by Maria Kanellis, the former WWE diva. That's an interesting. I've heard mixed things about Scream. If you've seen it, please let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments. I'm going to be watching it very soon, though, and most likely doing a full review, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Next up, from Unearthed Classics, and this is a real doozy, Calamity of Snakes. Now, I was going to do a full review of this movie because it is absolutely insane. However, I am sensitive when it comes to animal cruelty, as I would hope at least 99.9% of you out there watching would be. It does involve cruelty to snakes, and I know a lot of people don't like snakes still. A lot of snakes are killed in this movie, killed for real. Like I would say hundreds of snakes, probably easily. And there's actually a cruelty-free cut of the movie on this release, although I'm guessing that the cruelty-free cut is probably around 20 minutes in length, whereas the cruelty-full version is 96 minutes in length. So let me paint a picture of a scene in Calamity of Snakes for you. There's a scene where a guy in slow motion uses a katana to cut through dozens of snakes. Literally, someone off screen is throwing handfuls of snakes at this man, and in slow motion, he is cutting through them with a katana. Real snakes, not fake snakes. Real snakes, because they actually show you the aftermath with all of these cut in half snakes writhing around. So yeah, as much of a kick as I got out of this movie for its levels of insanity, I kind of felt kicked a little bit back because of its insane levels of cruelty. So if you do want to check out Calamity of Snakes, you've been warned. Next up, from Epic Pictures, The Lake. Now, I've seen the trailer for The Lake, and it looked really good. I thought, I've not had a chance to check the movie out just yet, but it's certainly on my to-watch list. It's a lake monster movie, and lake monster movies are right up my alley. I do believe this is a North Korean film, although I could be wrong about that. But it looks promising. I'm looking forward to checking it out. If you've seen The Lake, let me know what you thought. Next up from Scream Factory is a movie that I had not seen in probably a long time. I rented it on VHS the last time I saw it from a video store. So that should tell you something. I didn't remember very much about it. I rewatched it, and I had an absolute blast to the point where I picked up the Blu-ray, and I'm talking about Zombie High. I know Zombie High doesn't have the best reputation, but I had such a fun time revisiting it that I just had to purchase the Blu-ray and add it to the collection. It's not a collector's edition, and I don't think there's any extras on this release. And I'm not even sure how old this release from Scream Factory is. It's not out of print, I don't believe, because I picked this up off of eBay for like $10. Anyway, I like the cast, led by Virginia Madsen and Sherilyn Fenn. It's just a fun movie, and I'm glad I could add it to the collection. Next up, another Scream Factory release. This was a limited edition release. This is a special edition. There are some extras on here. I'm talking about Sorority House Massacre. Now, of all the Corman-produced Halloween-inspired slashers of the 80s, Sorority House Massacre, in my opinion, has the most depth. And that's not to say that I think it's a deep movie, because it's not by any stretch of the imagination. I just think that there was a little more thought put into the story than TNA, then kill, repeat. And now that we have Sorority House Massacre on Blu-ray, I'm hoping that Sorority House Massacre 2 and Hard to Die will soon follow with their own Blu-ray releases, or maybe Scream Factory will put them together in a double pack, because those two movies could not be any more indicative of the 80s Corman-produced slasher archetype. Anyway, we get a couple of new interviews on this release and a new 2K scan of the original camera negative. Next up, I have Blu-rays for two fan films that I backed, and my backer rewards for both were the Blu-rays. First up, Valentine Bluffs, the My Bloody Valentine fan film, which I thought was all right. And next, My Special Boy, the Friday the 13th fan film from James Grimm, which I also thought was not bad at all. However, the actress who played Pamela Voorhees, I thought was incredible. She absolutely killed it as Pamela Voorhees. Her performance is worth the price of admission here all by itself, even though the price of admission is free because you can watch this movie on YouTube right now, free of charge. Next up, we have the Arrow Video 4K release for Nick Castle's The Last Starfighter. Now, I did a review of this movie and of the Blu-ray release that came out from Arrow a couple of years ago. Go check out that video for a review of the movie and of the extras. I'm looking forward to checking out the 4K, though, to see how much of an upgrade the 4K picture quality is over the standard Blu-ray, though. I've heard good things about the 4K picture quality on this release, but I've yet to check it out for myself. This is a really fun movie, some great extras on here, and I'm sure it's going to be worth the upgrade. Next up from Wild Eye Releasing, we have a documentary about grindhouse horror of the 70s and 80s entitled Stale Popcorn and Sticky Floors. That title says it all. Go back to when exploitation movies ruled the box office. This includes interviews with Brink Stevens, Lynn Lowry, Kevin Van Hintenreich, John A. Russo, Mel Novak, John Dugan, Craig Reed, Camilla Carr, and many more. This sounds like a really fun documentary about grindhouse horror of the 70s and 80s. I haven't had a chance to check it out just yet, but I am definitely looking forward to checking it out. Next up, I have a really fancy pants release here. It's a steelbook / media book, although it looks like a combination of both. It's a Spanish release for one of my favorite 80s movies, and I want to give a shout out to my buddy Garrett, Born to Be Rad, who did a video on this release. Otherwise, I wouldn't know that it even existed. This is the Teen Wolf steelbook / media book. It includes both Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2. After I saw Garrett's video, I think even before the video ended, I was on Amazon trying to track down one of these releases for myself because I love this movie so much and because the release just looked so cool. On the front of the steelbook or media book or whatever, you have the classic poster art. However, it's embossed. So like the word Teen Wolf, Scott's hands, even like this little indentation in his neck is raised. It's weird. So actually, let's open this guy up and take a look at him together. If I can. All right, here we go. Got this J card here. Ooh, on the back of it, got this kind of leathery looking thing. What's funny about this release is there's a magnet right here over the part that you open. I'm not sure why they put. I've never seen a steelbook or a media book with a magnet there, but it's a cool magnet. Inside we have like some lobby card reproductions from the first two films. These are Blu-rays, by the way, not 4K's. And this is an all-region release. And I just noticed that this is a numbered release. Out of 1,500, I have number 1,151. And last but not least, we have the 20th anniversary of Rob Zombie's horror masterpiece. That's what it says on the cover. House of a Thousand Corpses. Now, I am a big fan of House of a Thousand Corpses. As a matter of fact, this is my favorite Rob Zombie movie. So when I saw that it was getting this kind of release, I couldn't say no. As a matter of fact, let's peel this bad boy open and take a look at it. Because this doesn't look like your standard fancy pants anniversary release. I really like the colorful artwork here. Very nicely done. And this release opens up like so. That's pretty cool. And right off the bat, I am welcomed by an artist's rendering of Sherry Moon zombies behind. She's wearing some buttless chaps, and I don't think I can... Okay, I'm not going to show that. I just threw it across the room. But here's what else is inside. We've got some cool imagery inside the box. Looks like we've got a poster here. Yes, we do. Looks like we've got a really nice booklet here with a lot of photos. Again, really cool artwork. Oh, okay. This is a cool poster. You've got the whole Firefly family there. You've got Rob Zombie. You've got Dr. Satan. It's wow. Nice. So this is actually a really nice looking release for House of a Thousand Corpses. Maybe I'll do a... Wait a minute. Oh, here's the discs. I was like, where's the actual discs? Got a digital copy there. 2 discs. All right, cool. Maybe I'll do a full review of the movie and of this release very soon. Would you folks like to see that? If you'd like to see that, let me know. Because I think I have the reputation of being like a Rob Zombie hater or something. But I've actually liked most of his movies. It's just the ones that I haven't liked, I've really not liked. So there you have it, all of the new physical media releases that I've picked up over the course of the past couple of months. Let's run through them again really quickly. We have the 20th anniversary 2-disc Blu-ray release for House of a Thousand Corpses. We have the fancy steelbook/media book Spanish release for Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2. The Lake, My Special Boy, Valentine Bluffs, the documentary Stale Popcorn and Sticky Floors, the Arrow 4K release of The Last Starfighter, the limited edition Scream Factory release for Sorority House Massacre, also from Scream Factory, Zombie High, from Unearthed Classics, Calamity of Snakes, from Code Red, the Scream 4K release, and the Second Sight Films limited edition 4K release for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Let me know your thoughts on any or all of these releases down in the comments section below. If you like this video, please leave it a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you're not following me on social media, those links are in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, peace. Thank you to all my patrons and channel members. I appreciate your generosity and support of my channel. Become a patron today and have a say in what content appears on my channel. Join me for monthly live streams and much more. Become a channel member today and get access to exclusive badges and emotes to use when I stream. Both those links are in the description. Say hello to the internet, Jeremy.
Hello to the internet.